Air conditioning, 2014 Subaru Forester. This is, I think, my second or third video about this vehicle. Note on refrigerant charge. This is a crucially charged, extremely small capacity system. The total system capacity on here is only 12 ounces. Now, the majority of old 134 machines, when they were new, we're talking like the older ones, we're talking 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. A lot of guys have old AC machines, or they go out of their way because they think they're going to save money and buy a cheap old used AC machine for the 134. Those were good when they were manufactured back 10 or 15 more years ago, when plus or minus 2 ounces was acceptable, because the majority of vehicles were over 2.2 pounds of refrigerant charge, and 2 or pushing it on 3 ounces overcharge or undercharge didn't make a huge difference because there was so much refrigerant. But now, on a microchannel, crucially charged system with only 13 ounces, if you're over 3 ounces or under 3 ounces, it makes a big difference on the performance of the AC on hot days. On a cool day, it won't make a difference. If it's only 70 degrees outside and some sun is hitting you and you want AC, 3 ounces under, 3 ounces over, you'll never know it. Compressor will, it'll be starving. But other than that, on a 100-degree day, 110-degree day, 3 ounces under, it's starving for refrigerant, and it's not giving you good AC performance, and it's starving the compressor for a cool flow of refrigerant return, and also for oil return. It starts lowering the amount of oil that actually returns to the compressor. If it's overcharged, you charge this 3 ounces overcharge on a 100 to 110 degree day, you'll be seeing 400 plus PSI and kicking off on the high pressure safety control on this unit, or you will fry the clutch and slip the clutch and you'll burn up. The easiest and best thing that can happen when you start slipping a clutch, this clutch just burns out without jumping and burning up the bearing, and then you jump the belt and you're on. There's only one belt on here. When you lose this belt because of a burned up bearing that seizes and then jumps the belt off while you're going down the freeway, you're going through the Arizona desert or somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, you lose the water pump, you lose the alternator, you lose everything. You're dead in the water or dead on the side of the road is bare, just because you're a few ounces overcharged in really hot weather. That's about it. And if you burn up this clutch and you heat up the bearings so much that it removes all the grease out of the system, because it turns to a liquid and flings out through the seals and then seizes up, before it got there, it got so hot. We're talking the metal glowing. We're talking when you take it apart, the metal has turned blue, that it heated up the front shaft seal. So even if you just threw a clutch on it, often the customer will come back a few months later with a failed front shaft seal after that. So when you fail a bearing on that needle, on that nose shaft, it also does damage and degrades the sealing material of the seal on the shaft. Think about that. See you guys. All this because somebody wants to be cheap and buy an old unit and use it on new cars that have crucially charged systems. See you guys.